going on?
Okay, here we go. Looks like we are live now. Thank you, everyone. This is Saturday morning, Team Certainty and Power Network, prospective new customer, Google Hangout. This is designed specifically for new customers. I have with me, or potential new customers and new clients here within Power Network and Team Certainty. I have with me Mr. Iron Dane Richards. How are you doing, sir?
Doing fine, and you, sir?
Good. Just same old, same old. I have to apologize for the last two hangouts. We've been traveling. We've been doing a bunch of stuff. We got some great news to talk about with iPas2 this morning, and some other things we might get into as well that are just unbelievably good for the team and stuff. And so it's my fault that we were a little bit short in not being able to do the last two hangouts, but we're back. We're not going anywhere, and we've got a lot of good refreshing things to talk about. Primarily the iPas2 and another project that the team is doing that I just got back from corporate offices in Fort Lauderdale. And did a bunch of stuff down there and stuff. So we'll talk about that maybe today as well. But before we get started, hopefully Mr. Gary Smith will pop in and share with us his insights to things. And I'm sure he's happy the football season started. American football season has started. So we'd just like to welcome all the viewers to checking in with us today. And I say this every time we do these Google Hangouts twice a week. We do them this time period from 11 to 11:30 Central Time. And this morning is the questions and answer period. We'll get to that here in just a minute. And then we also do Google Hangouts on Wednesday nights, Wednesdays from 8 to 9 Central Time. And these two time periods are designed specifically for prospective new members that want to learn more about Team Certainty and Power Network and join. And as well as for the members as well that want to listen in and get some updates and chime in and them too. How are you doing this weekend, Mr. Iron Dane Richards?
Oh, doing great. Just been a busy week for all of us. I mean, this is a crazy week this last week, but good things coming about. I mean, that's the one thing I truly believe this next week's going to be incredible. Next few. But it's just
staying busy. Wouldn't have it any other way.
I was going to say, this has been just, like I said, it's just been a whirlwind week. I mean, just talking to you while you were traveling, it's been one of those things just trying to keep up. People don't realize sometimes how much we do on the backside, but
it's just crazy, and it's all good stuff too, and it's all money making, it's all revenue generating, and it's iPas2 is now. We're going to talk about that today, and and a bunch of other stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into the questions. Sure. We've got a lot to go over this morning, so I'm going to just pick a question, and I told support to send over all the iPas2 questions.
Oh, okay.
Go back a few weeks and everything, and there's a couple other questions in there too, but due to the time deal, let's just you pick whatever question you want off the board and ask yourself the question. I'll do the same.
Okay.
And because we've got a lot to cover today, and we only got a half an hour to do it, especially with Gary popping in. I could talk for 2 hours right now on a lot of the stuff that needs to be talked about, but we'll hold off and do a lot of that on Wednesday. So the first question I'm going to take here is, what is the iPas2 update? Well, here we go with the 2-hour bit, right? No, I'm just kidding. I won't spend 2 hours. iPas is here. iPas2 is here. We got the green light from Chris Jones, email from Chris Jones this last week. Got several emails. They've finally been approved by Empower Network. Everything's good to go. They're ready to launch. It's Labor Day weekend here in the States. National holiday on Monday here in the United States. And so the Tuesday after Labor Day is when it's going to start, when it's going to launch. We're not going to have access to it, I don't think, until Thursday. I do expect some updates today and tomorrow from Chris and his team, and then we'll be able to go. I'm already a black member, have been from day one in iPas1, and and so we get the first updates and stuff. So But iPas2 is here, and if you're if you're not an Empower Network, it's a process of learning more about Empower Network. There's a $7 product, a $47 product, and then you can buy the products that are packaged together. And I think it's a bronze, silver, and gold, and black, actually, bronze, silver, and black levels. And we'll be discussing a lot. There's a lot of good videos to be watching. We'll be watching, and we'll be sending out to everybody as well. But getting into at the black level will get you as an update. This is an update. Getting into the black level will get you your own personal assistant that will do all the selling for you. This is not a bot. It's not a program. It's a live human being that's tied in API. So when you drive traffic to your landing pages and people enter into your funnel, top of your funnel, you don't do anything. Your business associate handles it all, and will upsell them and get them to the black level as quickly as possible. It makes sense to do that, and they're very, very good at it, quite trained at it. And I'm anxious to get to that, get that started, this week, which will happen this week. So that's the quick update. The quick update is iPas2 is here. Okay. You'll have access to 100% access to it, this week sometime, and be able to get started earning money from iPas2 as early as Thursday or Friday of this week. That's my understanding. So it may be even sooner than that. So you can take it away. Answer.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, I just wanted to chime in on that though. I'm excited about this. I mean, because finally a product, that does the upselling for you, or at least tries to retain a sale. I mean, that's exciting, folks, because this is freeing up your time. I mean, we talk about automation at Team Certainty, and this is truly automation at its finest. So, you guys want to get in on this iPas2 as soon as you can. The button's down below. You can sign up today. But yeah. Oh, here's a question. This is a good one for me. Directed at me. Are you using any new internet marketing tactics? And yes, I will say so. And I've been doing a lot on LinkedIn the last 3 days. And I've had a high success of associations, of new people, accepting invitations. And I got a list that I'm going to post. I'm going to send over to you, Mike, that you can post on the back office of Team Certainty. And these people sign up they'll sign up underneath you at LinkedIn if you're trying to do a promotion. And one of the strategies that I'm using is the fact of first getting my connections established and then start doing a big splash on board. And that's a key way to promote a product. Use your Empower Network products in concert with whatever you're doing elsewhere, because the funny part is that these people will sign up with Empower Network even if it's a non-related item once they see it on your website. Because I get traffic to my websites that actually see the Empower opportunity, and then they'll come in. They'll come watch a hangout with us, and then they'll move further and forward with the Empower opportunity. So I think that's great, And but yeah, I was going to say I've got about 1,000 of them for you, so you can post that list. But one thing I'm going to tell everybody, you got to enter them about one at a time, or maybe 5 at a time, because you don't want to get banned. Don't try to load 500 at once and blow up the system. I've been drip feeding them for the past 3 days, just to let you know. So, okay.
Okay, cool. Real good. All right. Yeah, I like LinkedIn. LinkedIn's one of my favorite, sites. I do a little bit of stuff there, but with the new stuff coming on, we'll be talking about on Wednesday. I do plan on doing quite a bit on 2 places, LinkedIn and Google+. Those 2 sites, social sites, I'm going to be quite heavy. I might do a little bit of Facebook advertising, but those 2 I'm going to be doing Hangouts on the Plus side, and then communicating on LinkedIn. So, okay, this is a good question here. I'm going to take here. This question is viewers asking, what will iPas2 do for me? You know, and to me, that's a great question because, you know, it can be, you know, my question is, you know, what do you want it to do for you? You know, in essence, it's going to do all of your recruiting and upselling for you is really the answer. You know, but I mean, you can do that yourself if you like to talk on the phone, if you like to close. You know, it can do just about anything you want it to do in the funnel process. You know, one of the things that, you know, and really honest, what I really am going to say, what will iPas do for me? It'll help you make money quicker. Is the bottom line. You know, especially at the black level. And here's what I wanted to talk about earlier, but I'm holding back on a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to wait until these questions get answered or asked because, you know, they're specifically related to each one of the questions. You know, otherwise I won't have any questions to answer because I answered them all in the first one. But you know, the thing is, if you spend $1,000 generating clicks or generating invites, generating visitors, you know, to your iPas system, to your top of your funnel, to your iPas system, for every $1,000 you spend in getting clicks, if you're buying just clicks, my guess is, it obviously depends on who you're buying them from. But if you're buying them from the legitimate providers that the iPas2 system recommends you buy them from, then you know, for every $1,000 you spend, you'll make between $3,000 and $3,500 long term. And you know, and long term could be 3 days. You know, long term could be, you know, 2 days. You know, my guess is if you do it on a Monday, by Friday, you not only made back your $1,000, you made back 2 or 3 times that. You know, and that's just how it's going to be with this iPas2 system. And we're gonna have numbers to the back offices to show everybody. But that's how, you know, and we're talking about income disclaimer here and everything else. You know, this is just my opinion. You know, there's no guarantee you make any money. You know, but just due to the nature of how it's set up and how it's handled, and the protocol and infrastructure of how it's, you know, who's seeing everything. You know, the quality of the leads you buy from their back office are, you know, the very best. You know, they want to sign up already. You know, and it's up to your business associate. If you're black level, this is only applicable if you're in the black level. You know, will do that. So it's really going to be a move in the right direction. I'm a passive type guy of income. I like it, you know, to do it. And I'll pay for it. I'm just so swamped with other things right now. It's ridiculous. And as we get into this week and to start talking on Wednesday night about some of these other things that we're doing, you know, it'll just, you know, your jaw will hit the ground, you know, because most of it's passive. You know, when people are doing, we're not asking people to do anything they're not already doing. And the Empower Network products that you're going to be buying and being part of will only help you grow this other side of your business. You know, and so it's a match, you know, that we figure will work out very well. You don't need one to do the other. You can do them separately if you want. You can do, you know, the iPas and Power make great money, you know, just doing that. You know, but you got to work those together to make it work right. And then with the other group that we're bringing in, the other opportunity that we're going to bring in, we'll discuss this on Wednesday, maybe a little bit later here, but mostly on Wednesday. You know, it's going to be a win-win for all the way around. So, you know, we'll talk a little bit about that more. So anyway, what the answer to the question and the viewer is asking, what will iPas2 do for me? It'll help you make a lot more money quicker. That's just the answer. You know, and again, it's there's some effort there involved. Obviously, you know, you gotta bring in some traffic. You know, but you know, that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. So, okay, all yours, Mr. Iron Day, Richard.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Here's another one.
I can keep going if you want me to.
Oh, there's a question here about the success of the top formula, the top.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You
and
want to
say,
take
well,
that?
you know that, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and take that.
Yeah, it's just it's moving along for folks. I mean, it's going to be just like any other offering they've had. I think it's one of the better ones. I think it's going to be kind of like the Costa Rica event. I mean, the Costa Rica level. So I think it's going to. I haven't checked on the stats on that one so far. Have you, Mike?
I have not. I have not. And
Yeah, I've been this week. I really haven't logged in and checked as much on things as I should have. But yeah, I wasn't. I think Gary would have an idea on that one if he were here. So anyway, I'll kind of fade that one back to him next week or next Wednesday. Let me see.
yeah, but I mean, the top producer, you mean top producer type of project, I mean, I watched all David Wood's stuff, and got it myself, and I've clicked through and watched a little bit of it. I've just been, away, this last week, but um, the recruitment side of it, and that's one thing I like about all the Empower Network products. It helps you in the other businesses. It's not really designed specifically. It's not specifically designed for Empower Network. It's designed for Organo Gold or Avon or Isogenics, or any one of these new MLMs that are popping up. It helps you grow your business. And if you sell it, to your people that are in your Organo Gold downline to help them grow their business, that's where Empower's going with their business. And I mentioned that when I wrote the ebook on EMB2 over a year ago. That's in Power Network's spot. It's their sweet spot. They want to be the teachers and the guiders, for the entire MLM industry. The entire MLM industry will this Empower Network wants to do, come to Empower Network for their products to grow their business. And by doing that, you're going to grow your Empower Network business as well. So that's actually the direction that I wrote about over a year ago with
Right.
EMB2, and I mean it just makes sense, too. They're not competing with anybody; they're complementing everybody. The only thing the Empower Network asks is that when they have their events, you don't cross, sell. If you wanted to cross sell on these Google Hangouts, yeah, we can do that, and we do that from time to time. But they don't want you to cross sell at the Empower Network events, and that's respectful. That's the way it should be. You got to protect your people, otherwise no one's going to go to these events. And right. they're going to have some people. I was just at an event, kind of. It was a private fly-in type of event for select group of people, and we were infiltrated, if you want to call it that way, or what do they call it, the wedding planner bombs or whatever, these guys that bomb weddings and stuff like that, or crash weddings, wedding crashers, whatever. We had a few, we had a few MLM crashers at this event. They caught wind what happened, to this select group of people, and they wanted to find out what was going on, so they flew in as well, and it was kind of funny actually, but we had to kick them out numerous times at our gatherings or where we were gathering and having our meetings at. There's only 30 of us too, but there was a handful of people that wanted to jump in and do the thing. So anyway, good things happening all the way around with Power Network. And closing on that top performer deal, when I have a chance to get through it all, and we all do, here at Team Certainty, then we'll do a full report on it. But from what I've seen so far, it's very good. I just don't have the time to sit and walk through at least I haven't had the time the last week. All the videos that David Wood has performed, and he's continuing to do that. Well, obviously people know that. So, all right, let's see. Next question for me. Okay, this is a good one. How much does the iPas2 cost? It's a good question. And as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this hangout, the iPas2 funnel, consists of, a $7 product that gives you the inside scoop on what the whole package entails. So, investing $7, and to be able to ascertain, what exactly the iPas2 is, is it for me? Is it not for me? Whatever. What is it going to take time-wise? What are the extra costs? What are the upsells? If I want to go to the very highest level, the quickest, how much is it going to cost me? Things like that. So it's well worth the $7 because you can research it on your own time, answers all the different questions with samples and everything else. So, and then I think that the next product, I think there's one other product, it's a $47 product, and that allows you to do the reselling, become an affiliate and resell the iPas system to anybody you want to. And it's not just for the Prosperity team or Team Certainty. It's for anybody in Empower Network. And then it goes into the levels. I think it's a black, silver, silver, bronze, silver, and gold, and bronze, silver, and black. Sorry, and each level consists of a package of Empower Network products. And if you buy one of the products with Empower Network, one of the packages with iPas2 system, then you enter in at that level of Empower Network. The black level is the most expensive. I think it's like $3,000 to buy it all. You're buying it at a 50% discount, maybe even less than that. And it gets you to the black level, which allows you to have a personal assistant. The cost of that, I do know this. The iPas1, to be a black level member, it was $39 a month. In iPas2, to become a black level member, you have to buy all the Empower Network products, or at least the highest level. And then if you want a personal assistant, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I highly recommend it. It's $97 a month to have your, but you don't pay any commission or anything else. Like, you get 100% of the sale of the proceeds that you would normally get if you sold it on your own, the Empower Network product. So it's a great deal. $97 a month. You have your own personal assistant doing all the upselling for you, and it's a wonderful setup. So I hope that answered the question for the viewer. We're almost already now at the bottom of the hour. It's how fast these things go. These half hours go. We got a lot more questions. And I'll probably grab one more too here. But in answer to the final answer to that viewer's question, what does it cost me to be an iPas? To the iPas2 cost as little as $7, and as much as $3,000 to buy all of the Empower Network products. And there might be some changes in that as well. But once you get into the iPas2 system, and I should put that logo out here. If you give me just a minute, I will do that. And obviously the buttons below here will get you started, get you into Empower Network, which will lead obviously into the iPas2 system from our side. So let me get one last question in here, Richard, then we can wrap it up. When can I get my iPas2 account? Okay, that's a great question. And you can actually get your iPas2 system now, but you can't actually get in to the back office of your iPas2 system as a member and utilize it until later on this coming week, after this Labor Day holiday here in the States. So we're looking at September, I think, 5th, 4th, 5th, or 6th. And we'll do our Wednesday night hangout. We'll have all the details for you at that time, as well as getting into your back office. But just get ready, get prepared. If you haven't joined up for Empower Network, please do so now. That's what the buttons are for below. The most you can spend is $25 today, but you'll get access to the iPas2 system. And we're going to have a full review, an hour-long review, probably show you some back office stuff before you can get into it. But we'll be able to do that, show you that Wednesday night. And with that, this hangout's over. And a fast Saturday morning, football season started. We all got a million one things to do. We're all just got back in town. We're all going out of town again next week and doing more traveling. But Mr. Iron Richards, you got any closing comments?
My heart goes out to everybody in Ukraine, and I hope that the U.S. and Russia can kind of leave these people be and sort things out, and God bless them. That's the one thing that's been on my mind this week. So that's been about it. But folks, I'm looking forward to seeing you all back here on Wednesday night, and we'll cover a few more items for you. So.
Yeah, exactly, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave you with one little tip too, and that is, both Iron Dane Richards, myself, and Gary Smith have been working on this one particular project that we've known about for a little bit, and we've done some due diligence. Primarily, I've been doing it all, and which is fine, and I enjoy doing it, and I just visited the corporate headquarters in Miami. Actually, it's in Fort Lauderdale, and I'll be going to Dubai next week. I'm sorry, middle of September. This particular entity, I'm very, very familiar with. In fact, it's a publicly traded entity, and I was part of the original setup of the entity back in 2003. And I didn't know what it would become. I knew of it, and they've kind of changed their plan a little bit, and I've been asked to come back and re-look at it and review it and stuff, and I'm extremely pleased with what I see. And there's some other Empower people that are doing it as well. They don't know, we don't know. We know of each other, but we don't talk on a regular basis at all. But this company is, and we're going to discuss it on Wednesday as well. But for viewers watching now, all I can say is that it's a huge income stream, and and the Empower Network products will help you achieve your business goals quicker with this new company. It's free to join. There's no cost to join. And if you want to become a business affiliate with it, then there is a cost to join. But in my opinion, it's well worth every penny you spend. They're going through some changes right now, modifying a few things and so forth, and new pay schedule, new income plan. They're moving to a binary deal and stuff. And it's not necessarily an MLM. Because there's nothing, the compensation schedule is similar to an MLM, but the product itself is nowhere close to an MLM. So, we're not, I won't get into it. I can spend hours and hours talking about it, but this isn't the forum for it. So, we'll do that on Wednesday. Then after Wednesday, we'll probably have our own special hangout specifically for it. But, we want to thank you, viewers, for spending time with us this morning. Hopefully we answered a lot of good questions. iPas2 is here. iPas2 eventually might be part of this new deal as well. I can see Chris Jones eagerly getting his arms around it and wanting to do it. So, we'll see what happens there. But we'll be back on Wednesday night and discussing Empower Network products, Team Certainty products, as well, and primarily discussing iPas2 all Wednesday at the new Hangout, or the Hangout coming up here this Wednesday. And again, we do these Google Hangouts twice a week, the Saturday morning sessions from 11 to 11:30, and then from Wednesday nights from Central Time from 8 to 9, which is when we'll be back. So I thank you, Mr. Iron Dane Richards, today, and thank you, viewers, for watching and tuning in with us today. And enjoy your Saturday wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, head low, stay safe, and we'll see you on Wednesday night. Thanks, everyone. Take care.